Hello everyone, welcome back to the Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. I did some farming. It's really interesting where I didn't farm as much as I thought I was going to, due to a couple of very specific reasons. I discovered, you can see where I've opened some slots on Estelle here, and then what I was going to do was to slot in another HP, quartz, but you can't put in multiples of the same quartz. So when that happened, I said, all right, we're just going to run with this. So we're going to re-engage. I'm going to go ahead and kill these enemies for their Sepith. We're going to turn the volume up slightly. But I am a decent increase. I have, the equipment from the store. You can see where the strength has definitely gone up here. I learned more about how Sepith Up works in combat. It actually generates extra Sepith per hit, not per death. So it becomes really interesting where I actually began, when grinding for Sepith, began sort of saving my S-crushes, or whatever these are called, S-crafts. I began saving those up to hit multiple times with Sepith ups, but you can see where, my people are level 7, Estelle and Joshua are level 7, where they're doing quite well for themselves at this point. So we're just going to kill a couple of these enemies just to sort of give you an indication of where we're at here in terms of strength, so that you can, have a general idea. I have not been past this area that I'm about to go in now. By the way, I did not wind up adding the red quartz. I am going to, now that I know that you can't have multiples of, you cannot have multiples of the same quartz, what I'm going to do is kind of hyper specialize. I am going to be using predominantly earth and water quartz on Estelle because they increase her HP and defense, and that's what I want for her. She is, based on her crafts, she is clearly intended for very specifically that tankier role. Too bad she doesn't have the ability to use her S-craft, but that's fine. We'll just grab some Sepith. You can see the Sepith dropping from the hit there, which is great. But we're in a much better position. Again, we have all of the equipment increased. I have a lot of ingredients for very specifically the homemade pasta, or whatever that's called, the one that you can eat out of combat. It's a sit-down meal. So I have a lot of ingredients for that. I probably could go for more ingredients of that, to be honest, more purchasable ingredients, but whatever. So we have plenty of that. And we're rolling. We are absolutely rolling. We'll kill you one last time, and then I think you're the last real fight before things get new. Alright. No. We need the stone. I think you actually just kill him outright, though, don't you? No, close. Sometimes he can pull it off. Sometimes he can't. Alright. Go ahead and throw these out. Really? Oh, I was going to say. Lovely. Alright, now let's see what's cracking up here. More trail. Are there any new enemies here? No, I need the tower, which is this way. Okay. There's a plant here. Do you have any new... I picked the wrong direction to approach you from, but alright. Guess that's fine. Go ahead and bust this out. Bust this out. You're going to shoot me, but that's fine. You get to see some damage being taken. You can see it's a lot less than it used to be. It's fine. Smack. Oh, I think that killed it. Nice job. Good. Just gonna have him run up and attack, to be honest, because he's only got 10 Sepith EP left. And then he gets to finish this little plant off. Good. Perfect. Okay. So it's down this way. Is this just a giant loop? Where's my map? It is not. There's a dead end up there. Hold up. There's probably a chest up here. We'll kill the flying cat. Oh yeah, this is an easy fight. Which one has the increased strength? No one anymore. But you have crits, so we're going to go to you first. Now I've stolen your crits, which is fine. Good. Not good. Oh, that's fine then. Perfect. Alright. Got probably another ingredient. Yep, beast flesh, that's good. Found tear bomb, good. What do you say? The chest is empty. I wonder whose fault that is. Do you say anything else? The chest is empty? No? Okay. I've discovered that some chests sometimes say something different, sometimes they don't. Hello, I didn't even see you there. That's fine, though. You don't hit that hard, to be honest. Not anymore. You're charging, you're not charging. You missed completely, actually, which is fine. Goodbye. Since I wasn't going to be able to stop you at all, but now we can. I attacked the wrong feline. Whoops. I'll probably take a decent bit of damage for that, but that's okay. I'm wrong completely. Never mind. Tankier than I expected. Okay. Perfect. Very nice. Okay. And I assume this is the tower. We did not catch up to the boys, so they're in the tower then. It reminds me of the tower from Ys Origins. It looks like we've come all the way to the Asmalis Tower. I didn't see any sign of them along the trail, so do you think they wandered inside? It's quite likely that's the case. Let's go in. It looks like we'll need to hurry. Right. Is there chests kicking around or anything? I didn't see any on the sort of cinematic, but nah, there's no chests here, okay. It's dark in here. I'm scared. Quit being a baby. We're only on the first floor of this place. Did you hear that? They really did come in here. Estelle, are you alright? Luke! Pat! If you can hear me, answer me now! Those little brats, are they pretending they can't hear me? They might have climbed up to the second floor. Let's hurry and see if we can find them. Alright, why does this look like it's in the middle of being constructed? Why are there trees in here? It's cool, don't get me wrong, but why? I'm going to turn up this volume because this music is cool. Oop. I don't have a map of this place, apparently. What are we going to do? Somebody help! I don't think we have time. Oh, no! Estelle, you idiot. Come on, just follow her instead of saying something. Look at that. That was the right move. You must just go somewhere else. No! Shoo, shoo, leave us alone. Chew on this. Nice move. Estelle, what are you doing here? Get back, you two. These monsters aren't playing around. Nice move, Joshua. Joshua, you're here too. Estelle, quit trying to be a glory hog by diving in all by yourself. Lecture me later. Right now we need to take care of these things. Hint. Protect all NPCs. If an NPC's HP reaches 0, the game is over. That's a completely different conversation. Alright. For now, I don't think we're in huge amounts of danger of them getting slapped because flying felines don't have ranged attacks. So as long as we can keep them busy on the front lines, we're fine. But if I really need to, I can S-craft them. So I'm not that worried about it. I am very glad I leveled up, though. We're going to take you out just to reduce the enemy turns a little bit and make it easier to protect the two children. Where are you going? You're going that way. That's fine. You're focusing power, which is a huge move because I was kind of concerned you were going to make a beeline for the children, which would have been problematic. I'm going to go on ahead and cut you off at the pass just in case because I'm not about to play around with this. Why do you have this? That's fine. You know what? I don't even care. You hit the road. Can you reach this? You cannot. Okay, we're going to go on ahead and hit this feline then. I wouldn't normally disperse my damage like this, but we have an extenuating circumstance here that I want to ensure nothing happens with. Alright, kitty kick, that's fine. Finish this guy off. And that's going to keep the children relatively safe. They're bouncing off of the perimeters of the arena, I assume. AI probably doesn't go that far. That's fine. Oh, good, you can reach. That's going to be a good start. You're going to move into attack. Perfect. And then Estelle can finish you off on her turn. Perfect. Nice and easy. Good. Good rewards. And it's as easy as that. There was nothing easy about the mess you just got us into. What were you thinking rushing in like that without assessing the situation first? Oh, don't get your boxes in a bunch. Everything worked out just fine. Is it safe now? Oh man, that was awesome. You really showed them, Estelle. Not bad for a girl. You little twerp. Ow, that hurts. What are you trying to do to me? What's wrong with you? You even dragged poor Pat all the way up here against his will. It's time to think about what you did today. Ow, you're hurting me. Stop it. I said stop it, you violent she-devil. So this is the thanks I get for saving your neck, huh? Looks like it's time to give you some of my special discipline. Ow, 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 ow. Alright, Estelle, I'm sorry. Everything was all my fault. I assume she's pulling on his ear. Estelle, shouldn't we forgive each other like they teach at school? This Brett doesn't need forgiveness, but a little discipline should do the trick. What is that behind you? Estelle, behind you. It's something with teeth, isn't it? It's a shark. Nice monster? I'm not gonna make it in time. Who is this? Oh, it's Cassius. Dad, you came. You still lack skill and understanding, Estelle. You must always prepare for unseen danger by sharpening your senses. It's part of what it means to be a bracer. Dad? What are you doing here? I just happened to be in town and heard the whole story from Aina. I'll give you points for your quick thinking and taking action to come after the children, but you failed to follow through completely. I really messed up, didn't I? It's a good thing you showed up when you did. I'm sorry. I should have been watching her back. That just means you have room for improvement. Constantly working to overcome your weak spots is the key. Understood. So how about we head home, everyone? Can you boys walk? I think so. Immediately collapses. Oh, sorry. That was incredible, Mr. Bright. You were like a gazillion times more awesome than Estelle. Of course I was. I'm her father. Alright, everyone, let's file on out of here. I'm with you, Mr. Bright. This absolute legend of a man. Who's the glory hog now? I mean, I guess I should be thankful that Dad saved my behind. But why does he have to go and take all the credit like that? It really chaps my hide. That's just the way he is. After all, he is Cassius Bright. She took after him, though. Give her that. It seems like you've had quite a day. Dad is just unbelievable. The second we get back to Roland, he says, I'll leave the reporting to you, and takes off for home. The sheer nerve, I tell you. There's no need to make a mountain out of a molehill over it. At least the boys came back safe and sound. Anyway, I think that's all there is to report. Look at that. Give me money, I desperately need it. Current rank is Junior Bracer, 9th class. You did well for your first assignment. From the details of your report alone, I believe I can commend you both for a job well done. You should be proud of yourselves. You really think so? I know so. In fact, you'll do even better on your next job. If anything else comes up, I would appreciate your help again. Sure. How about we head home too? I guess we'd better. I've still got dinner to prepare. Would you mind holding on a second? A letter arrived for your father just a little while ago. Unfortunately, since he went straight home, I never got a chance to give it to him. Do you think you could deliver it instead? Nice. I wonder if it's more work-related stuff. I imagine so. The letter appears to be from one of our foreign branches. One of the guild's foreign branches? As I'm sure you already know by now, Liberl isn't the only country where the Bracer Guild exists. On top of that, your father is widely known all across the Zemurian continent, so we can expect these kinds of letters from time to time. If you two would be so kind as to make sure that he gets this letter, I would really appreciate it. So what this is going to be is the summons for the father to go away on this journey, and then Estella's going to try to follow him, I'm betting. For some reason. And she'll drag Joshua along. Hey, Joshua. Do you think I'm really cut out to be a bracer? Well, you seem to have inherited your father's skill with the staff, and your nosy personality doesn't let you ignore someone in distress. Really? You think so? Sure, but why are you asking? Are you still thinking about what happened back at the tower? Yeah. Because of my carelessness, Luke almost got caught in the middle of a dangerous situation. If Dad hadn't come when he did, he could have been seriously injured. I guess I'm just worried about whether or not I'll be able to stay on top of things in the future. That kind of talk doesn't sound... I can't speak. How is it that every time I play this game, I suddenly lose the ability to read like a normal human being? That kind of talk doesn't sound like the Estelle I know. Huh? If we fail today, then all that's left to do is take back our losses tomorrow, right? Overthinking and worrying about things that haven't happened yet is definitely not like you. Isn't being a bracer what you've always dreamed of? How can you expect to succeed if you let something like what happened today discourage you? Joshua, you're right. This isn't like me at all. I don't think a serious expression really suits your phase either. You laughing like a big ditz is far more natural to you. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're gonna see my angry expression if you keep that up. Ha. Okay, I admit that last comment was pushing things a bit. I'll overlook it this time, and thanks for cheering me up. I don't know about you, but I'm so ready to go home and eat. My stomach just started growling like a bear. Maybe glutton is closer to the mark than ditz. Laughing like a big ditz. Oh my goodness. Ditz is such a fun word to say. So is dork. It's not used often enough. Can we just bust in here? We can. We're home, Dad. We finished reporting to the guild like you told us to. Good work, kids. The details of your report will be reviewed at each branch and will affect your pay and rank advancement in the future. Please make sure that you always remember to do it. Don't worry, we will. And before I forget, I got that copy of the Liberal News you wanted. There was this letter for you with the guild, too. A letter, huh? Well, I'm going to get cleaned up and start dinner. Oh, and Dad. Thanks for coming when you did today. You really helped me out back there. I see you're being rather gracious today. Papa is happy. How delightful that my daughter has finally understood what a great man her father truly is. The expression on his face is awesome. There's no need to hold back, Estelle. Come and jump into your father's loving arms. In your dreams. I swear the men in this house have one thing in common. They never know when to shut up. I guess she's not as depressed as I thought she'd be. Should I be thanking you, Joshua? I didn't do much. I just gave her a push in the right direction. Estelle's a Really? Estelle's a resilient girl to begin with. Yes, she is, but she still has a long way to go. She'll run into more than just a few stumbling blocks in this line of work, and overcoming those obstacles is what will teach her to stand on her own 2 feet. I have no idea how I managed to get through that sentence. I almost goofed it several times. There's that soft side of yours talking again. Oh no! Are eggs supposed to explode like that? No. I guess I shouldn't have gone in expecting to make a perfect meal in a single try. No, wait. Cooking is supposed to be about passion. Exploding eggs are passionate, right? Now, once more. That daughter of mine can sometimes be a little too passionate. I think I'll go help with dinner. We don't want the curtains to catch fire again. But at this rate, there's no telling when we can expect to have a bite of food ready on the dinner table. Haha. Alright then, let's see what this letter is all about, shall we? Yes, read it out loud, please. Cassius cuts the letter's seal. Like butter. A message from the Erebonian Empire? What? What's this? Anyways. That's a huge salad. Wow, this is a surprise. This new dish is what I call Estelle's explosion over rice. Be sure to savor every last morsel. I will. Your cooking this evening is excellent. My compliments to the chef. Heh, this is raw talent at its best. Today certainly has been a busy, but great day nonetheless. We qualified as junior bracers, had our first real assignment, and I didn't even lose my eyebrows making dinner this time. Not to mention the food being delicious. For a first attempt, this dish is actually quite edible. At first I thought I might have to pitch it out of the window when you weren't looking, but it seems that technique won't be necessary tonight. Sometimes you're just so despicably rude, Dad. You don't know how to be humble and just say something tastes nice. Alright, then how about this? Boy, I never thought I'd be able to eat something wonderful like this before I had to leave on business. You made a splendid meal, Estelle. Thanks, Dad. Wait, business? Are you really leaving again? Yes, something unexpected came up. This time I'm going to be away for a while. Hold on a minute. You're leaving when? Tomorrow morning. What? I don't care what kind of job you're doing. That's just too soon. It's about that letter, isn't it? Was there some sort of incident? Oh, it's nothing like that. Just a simple investigation. I'll have to visit a number of places, so it'll take me about a solid month before I'm through. That being the case, please take good care of the house while I'm away. What do you mean, that being the case? You always use some vague excuse like that and take off for who knows how long. We have to accept it, Estelle. A bracer's job is to help those who come to us for help. I know. But what are you going to do about all your jobs here at the Roland branch? You've already accepted a few of them, haven't you? Oh, only about 5 or 6. So I was thinking, and how about the both of you handle them for me instead? What? Are you really asking us to do the work that you're supposed to be doing? That I am. I'll have you do the ones which I think you can accomplish, and I'll ask Scheherazade to handle the difficult ones. So what do you say? Yeah. Sure, of course we will. I mean, what else do we have on our plate, right? You're okay doing these too, right, Joshua? Yeah, no problem. Looks like a good way to get some experience as a bracer. Then it's settled. I'll stop by the guild and let Anna know about the change of plan before I leave. Alright, I'm starting to feel more determined than ever. We'll have to bust our tails with these jobs so we don't tarnish your name while you're gone. Oh, Estelle, my beloved daughter. Papa is so proud. Oh, my dear Lena, who art in heaven, can you see your daughter now? Our little Estelle has grown up to be such a lovely young woman. Face it, Dad, you're getting old. If people lose their trust in you at this age, you might as well just throw in the towel forever. I'm only helping you out because I'm your daughter, and I have a duty to pay you back for the last 16 years. I'm only 45, and what's more, I'm very likely the most active member in the entire guild. Not bad for a pair of comedians. By the way, Dad, which flight will you be on tomorrow morning? The one headed for Grancel or the one headed for Bose? I'll be on the one headed for Grancel. My flight departs at 10 o'clock in the morning. That means I'll have to get up a little earlier tomorrow. I'd better set my alarm clock, just in case. That was a smooth move by Joshua to know the general area that he'd be starting in, which means if we do need to follow him, we'll know ahead of time where to go. I'm guessing Joshua's going to grill him out here while Estelle is sleeping. Joshua's pretty keen on the uptake. Dad, are you still awake, Joshua? You'd better hold off on the liquor or Estelle will get mad again. This is just my way of lifting my spirits before I travel. How about yourself? Would you like to join me for a drink? I'll pass. Actually, what I should be saying here is, don't offer alcohol to minors. Well, technically, actually, that's not a problem because theoretically it is a child in his care in the privacy of their own home, but I'm using American laws here. I'm not like Shara, who would jump at any chance to enjoy a drink or 10. That's because she holds her liquor much better than I do. There's something really serious happening, isn't there? There's no conclusive evidence, but there appears to be some sort of movement within the Empire. The Arbonian Empire? That sounds pretty suspicious. This movement doesn't appear to be overt, but that's what has me worried. I intend to do a little probing at the Arbonian embassy to see what turns up. Understood. I'll make sure to look after Estelle while you're gone. Don't you spoil that girl, you hear me? Now that she's become a bracer, she needs to learn to look after herself. Estelle will be fine. She's got good instincts, and despite being a bit rough around the edges, she has talent with the staff as well. There's no doubt in my mind that she'll be a first-class bracer someday. Yet at present, she's like a babe in arms who knows nothing about the realities of the world around her. At some point in time, she'll have to choose which path to follow in life, and Joshua, the same thing can be said for you too. It's already been 5 years since you became a part of this family, hasn't it? How time does fly. Yes, it sure does seem that way. About what you said back then, are you sure you won't reconsider taking those words back? For me, keeping my word is what defines who I am. If I can't do something as simple as that, I don't know how I could live with myself. I know this may sound stubborn, but I can't take back what I said. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize, but I'd like you to remember this. No matter what path you choose in life, you can't erase these past 5 years. Estelle and I will always be your family, so he's leaving soon. No matter what may befall you. Thanks, Dad. Oh, now we're moving on to Chapter 1. Okay, cool. Did I just activate? I did. No, don't. Voice-activated phones sometimes are not convenient. Trying to read me an audiobook while I'm playing a game. Well, it looks like it's time for me to board my flight. Estelle, don't do anything I wouldn't do myself, and try not to be a handful for Joshua either. For the umpteenth time, I heard you already. How about you try not to go overboard yourself with your own work? You're not getting any younger, you know? Say what you will, but I'm not about to be overtaken by any youngsters. Charizard, I'm really sorry about placing all this work on your shoulders at the last minute. Please don't be. I am slightly concerned, however, about whether or not I can do a decent job in your place. There's no need to be humble, Silver Streak, and I don't mean to make your life any more difficult, but please keep an eye on these two. You just leave that to me. Is tightening up the reins and not spoiling these two fine with you? You definitely understand the way I think. What's this all about? Haha, it looks to me like a mutual understanding between master and pupil. The Grancel-bound airliner, Lind, will be departing shortly. All passengers, please board the airship now. Uh-oh, I'd better take my seat. Yeah, that was a really emergency traversal. Have a great trip, Dad. We'll take care of everything here while you're gone. I'll say hurry back. It's more, when you're done with your work, make sure you come straight home, and no goofing off. Is that any way to see your beloved Papa off? Oh well, I'll try my best to come home as soon as I can. Alright, you two, be good while I'm gone. Nice little system. You can see where they were even refueling it, too. That's cool. I assume they were refueling it. They might have just been charging the orbs. Which is an interesting phrase to say, and now that I think about it. I'm not sure I would have put those walls quite that close, though. It seems a bit risky. He's gone. Again. Yeah. Come on, you two. There's no need to look so down. Your father will be back in no time. I don't know what kind of investigation he's been asked to do this time, but when it comes to your father, he'll have it done before you know it. I'm not sad that he's gone. He's always been away more than he's been at home. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, I'm going to get to work on those jobs your father left for me. But if you run into any trouble, give me a holler. Will do. But first, I'd like to try and finish a few jobs with Joshua. I want to see what we're capable of as junior bracers. Alright, if you insist. I imagine that with Joshua tagging along, there's probably not much to be worried about. Good luck, you two. Thanks. We'll do our best. So what do you want to do now, Estelle? Shall we go stop by the guild? Yeah, we should probably talk to Anna and find out what jobs are waiting for us. Let's go! Alright, what do you have to say for yourself? Whew, this job here is done. The wind sure is calm today. A perfect day for air travel, if you ask me. Perfect day. What's back here? Absolutely nothing. Perfect day. I cannot get in here. Why? This is the entrance to the traffic control tower. It looks like this is where they control the lightning devices and the boarding bridge. Fair enough. What do you have to say for yourself? We're making a good start today. For now, I'd probably rate that girl an 83. Huh? Yeah. Gonna be really honest? That's a bit odd. Let's wander away from that. Alright, so where are we in relation to the town? You two! Oh, they're... Okay. They're getting ideas in their heads that are dangerous. What do you have to say for yourself? Unbelievable. I came all the way here just to find that I wasted all this time for nothing. I can't find any buyers, and the shops are bigger cheapskates than I thought they'd be. I guess it's safe to say that backwater places will always be backwater places. This lady is really making me angry. Huh? And who are you supposed to be? Then again, I really don't care who you are. I'll give you a deal, so how about you buy something? What? Will one of these wood carvings work for you? You won't find fine workmanship like this outside of the Calvard Republic. Calvard? Sounds familiar. Is that some famous store or something? The Calvard Republic is the country to the east of the Liberal Kingdom. I knew that. So Calvard-made folk craft items are what you're selling, huh? I'm sure you'd find a lot more people willing to take them off your hands if you went to the Royal City. You think so? I really thought some place in the boonies like this one would be a taker on these, but maybe I was wrong. Danger, danger, anger meeting rising. Oh well, I guess I'll try heading to Grancel sooner rather than later. Then again, what is my son Charles up to? Just when I thought I could get some help out of him, he ups and wanders off. Oh, I keep forgetting that your dialogue generally does change. Even though she's just being facetious, she's still completely right about Roland's resources. She has a very good eye for all kinds of commodities. Okay, you don't say anything. Well, we certainly were lucky this time. Who would have thought they'd discover a new lode while we were here discussing business? Coming here was much better than listening to the worthless talk of merchants from the Empire. Right, Simon? So you've finally taken your first step as bracers, huh? Your names are already being mentioned among the customers. Really? Roland may be in the country, but we've got some famous people here like Cassius and Shara. Now, I just wonder how you're going to break into the big leagues. Oh, come on, Alyssa. Please don't put so much pressure on me. Do you say anything new? No. Wishing you the best of luck. Do you sell any new ingredients? Not ingredients. Recipes? No, I know all those. Alright. The chef suddenly said something about changing his supplier. I wonder what's going on. Let's talk to him. Find out. The vegetables from the Prezell farm haven't come in as scheduled. I wonder what could have happened. Okay, so I might want to go and investigate the Prezell farm, if that's local. That might not be a job I can take. There is one woman up here. We received a message from the Prezell farm saying they won't be able to ship vegetables for a while. I wonder what could have happened up at the farm. I guess I'll have to make immediate arrangements with another supplier. Yeah, but where is Prezell farm? That's the question. Maybe I'll talk to more locals and see if I can find out. Things have just settled down here at the front desk. They get a lot of guests coming in and out of here when the airliners are landing and departing. Oh, that's good. So you have a pretty consistent business. I wondered why the hotel was so abnormally large, but that does make some sense. Can I get into the church or nah? There we go. We're on a pilgrimage to see chapels from each region of this beautiful kingdom. The airliner just arrived in Roland. Yes. I came along with my husband, fully intending to shop till I drop. The air in Roland is so fresh, and the city itself is peaceful and calming. Do you say anything else? No. Thanks to these airliners, traveling has never been so easy. I'm just glad I've been able to get away from work for a while. I wonder if there's actually a point in-game to traveling to all these shrines and stuff. I might try that. Please bless the mayor and his wife so that they may live in good health. Estelle and Joshua, I heard that you both joined the guild. I am sure that aside from your aspirations and expectations, that there is some tension and anxiety. I sense that Estelle has a different kind of anxiety. Huh? I think it must be mistaken. The absence of a parent would cause anyone to feel uncertain. However, we as humans have the strength to overcome such adversity. Think of these trials as a gift from the goddess and work hard to overcome them. I'll try. Not bad advice. Aren't you Estelle? I've heard many things about you from Father Divine. Like what kind of things? Oh, just stories about when you were in Sunday school and such. It seems you are an expert at sleeping in class, being late, skipping school, and generally just causing trouble. But despite all these things, it looks like Father Divine was quite fond of you as a student. You really think so? Okay, what's up here again? Oh. I wasn't up here earlier. Why is this here? That's... Alright. Maybe for a choir? They don't have... I don't know what that would be for. A bit odd, but sure. What do you say? Luke's been like that since this morning. Boys are so simple-minded. Okay. I wonder if this is the idiot's son. Where's the clock tower? There it is. What do you have to say for yourself? Let's see. How about I get to work on my inspections and maintenance? This tower is the symbol of Roland, its history, and it is my pride and joy. Okay, fair enough. I don't need any... Well, I suppose I could talk to you. Is that you, Estelle and Joshua? Could you not bother me while I'm working? But I guess you're old enough that I don't have to tell you that, huh? And your bracers too? Now that's something else. I've changed my mind about you, kids. Let's talk to you at least. It looks like the airliner bound for the Royal City from Bose arrived. But since we've got nothing coming in, we'll be able to focus on work here in the shop. Alright, what else do people have to say for themselves? Crap, I wonder where the darn thing went. I've checked every place I could think of. What is it? What are you looking for? I might be able to help. I'm going to start going to Sunday school soon. I wonder if school is fun. It depends on how you feel about education. My husband, who manages the mine, works so hard, so I need to work hard too. When I think about things in this way, strangely, I don't feel lonely that we're apart. Hehe, I guess this is just another way of showing each other our love. Sure? Still nothing out here, okay. Oops, missed the stairs. I was just thinking about this as I was out shopping, but it seems like there are a lot less quality vegetables now than there used to be. I wonder if it was just my imagination. No, it's not. If my lower back hadn't given me all this trouble, I'd still be working in the forest. It's too bad that my body aches as bad as it does at this age. I still want to get out there and work. I feel a bit insecure about my daughter's husband working out there alone. Which is fair. That's an understandable fear. I wouldn't necessarily actually describe this as a fear, but a concern, to be sure. Have you ever heard anything from your father about when he was in the military? No, he almost never talks about anything before he became a bracer. Although he's often told me about my mom. How about you, Joshua? Have you heard anything from Dad? No, that goes for me as well. Even if I ask, he always finds some way to evade the subject. Yeah, he does that, doesn't he? I see. At any rate, Liberal is at peace. And there's nothing I want more than to have Uni live in a time of peace. Who is Uni? I probably just talked to her recently, didn't I? I don't know, remember. I'm so bad with names. We're just gonna move on. Anyone back here worth talking to? There's the sewers, but otherwise no. Hey there. How are our first-year bracers doing? So Cassius is going to be out for a while, huh? Yes, we just saw him off at the landing port. You sure managed to hear about it rather quickly, though. Haha, well, back in the day, Cassius used to leave Estelle with us while he was away. But after you came here, he started having you keep an eye on things. I didn't know that. Estelle gets surprisingly lonely when no one is around. Whenever we had her over, she was as quiet as a cat among strangers. I don't say stuff like that. I'm not. After about 2 or 3 days here, though, she'd eat, sleep, and play like it was her own house. Haha, I can imagine that. That explains why her attitude was to lecture her. Well, how are you two doing today? Cassius is going to be gone for a while, right? Yeah, that's right. If you need anything, please know you're welcome to come ask for help. We're not strangers or new acquaintances, you know? Don't hesitate if you need anything, or I'll be really angry. Hahaha, thanks for the reminder. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. We need to be here. I want to talk to the store. I know that I didn't want to come out here. That was an accident. I lost control of my controller. What's the deal with everything being in short supply around here? Damn it. Somehow I'm going to have to dig up a grade A product before I head to my next business deal. Fair enough. It looks like the Lind just arrived at the landing port. I'm sure the products I ordered from Bose have come, so I've got to go pick them up. Fair enough. Alright, I'm wondering if there's a job about the farm here. Oh, good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Has your father already left? Yep, just barely. That's why we came here to find out about the jobs he left for us. Sure. There are a total of 3 jobs I've lined up for you. For the first one, I'd like you to head out to the farm west of here. Knew it. The farm west of here? Isn't that where Tio lives? Tio? I seem to have heard that name somewhere before. Tio Purzel. She was one of our classmates at Sunday school. She's also the Purzel farm owner's daughter. Oh, really? It's actually the Purzel farm that put in a request to have someone exterminate some monsters. Are they really having problems like that? Fortunately, nobody has been hurt, but the owner and his family are upset over their fields being destroyed by the creatures. Therefore, the guild received an extermination request. I never would have expected something like that to happen. Okay, we'll head out there, right now. Here, take this with you. It's dangerous to go alone. This document certifies that you were dispatched by the guild. Please give it to the owner of the farm. We already know Tio's father pretty well, so I don't think this is necessary, but we'll take it just in case. Fair enough. West, you said. Okay, so this is north, so we want to head this way. Hold on one real quick second, though. What's this building? That's right, it's this building. Yesterday, my husband, Pat, and I managed to hold a conversation together. My husband gave Pat a good scolding, and well, Pat's always been a reasonable child, so he saw the error of his ways. I wonder if it was a great opportunity for all of us. Oh, so you're the parents of Pat. I was shocked when I heard the news that Pat had gone to the Ismel's Tower. He's an obedient kid, but like any child, it seems he has a strong sense of curiosity. It's not a bad thing, but I sure scolded him something fierce over it this time. Fair enough. Luke took the day off. Holy cow, what was that? Luke took off today in a big rush. I wonder if he's really learned his lesson from last time. I doubt it. Luke seems to be a fairly dense kid. Pat is definitely the more reasonable of the two of them. Alright, well, we have more cat things. Flying felines. Which we'll whack for the Sepith. Mostly because these are real quick fights. At this point. Slap. I should have actually checked and seen if there's... Well, nobody picked up their goods yet, so I'm expecting that possibly there'll be new stuff when I come back, so I'll have to check that out. But I'm not really expecting to need new equipment at this point anyways. I'm a good bit strong. Alright. Let's poke around for potential chests. Okay, we're going to hit you with that, and then we're going to hit you with this. Theoretically, this cleans it up in one go. Not today. Okay. Crit, come on. That was not a crit. Alright. That's fine. Nope. Okay, there we go. Fair enough. Doesn't make a huge difference because it's not a whole lot of HP damage, and you can regenerate some HP during battles, so I'm not really concerned. Got it. Okay. This goes around. Kill this thing really quick. These things. Good. Full HP is always a nice thing to have. Okay. Can you? You cannot make that. Fair enough. Intimidating amounts of damage. Okay, good. Slap. Not bad, not bad. Perfect. Alright. I'm gonna kill this plant. Yeah, this plant really quick. Alright, we have strength up, so we're just going to run in on this. Perfect. And we should be able to clean him up. At least this one. Nice. I'm not really concerned. Like I said, the amount of damage I'm taking from these enemies at this point isn't high enough to actually make it anything even approaching a problem. Okay, so that takes care of that. Let's come back down here and get attacked by this new enemy, which is Giant Ladybug. It actually hits hard. Okay. Red Insectos. Oh, we missed. We'll make one more attempt with the critical bonus here. Okay, that hit. Although that's a good amount of HP considering, you know, that was a critical hit and everything. You actually have a potential danger here. With decent agility and good HP. Moderate amount of damage. Alright. So we are increasing in difficulty here. What did you offer me? Okay. Yellow and green. That's fine. Perfect. That was actually a really nice introduction to the idea that the difficulty is going to spike a little bit here. You know, a nice, quick introduction to a tougher enemy that doesn't pose a threat by itself, but might pose a bit of a problem if combined with either other new enemies or in large enough numbers. Nice. That was a good play right there that they did. Put it nice and close to the entrance to make it, you know, not too bad in terms of discoverability. You still can miss it, obviously, but you can just wander a little off the road and find that particular critter, so I want to hit you specifically. There we go. Slap you. We're very specifically going to use Pummel here so we can get the extra Sepith. Watch how much Sepith I get from this. Slap. Tons of Sepith. Wait till you see the end of match. The end of the fight screen. All the Sepith. All the Sepith indeed. Behold, my Sepith. Boom! That's right. I'm a rich man in Sepith. Now, Prizzle Farm is to the south. Alright, I want to at least explore the area, because I want to make sure I'm not missing any chests. And since we are potentially seeing new and more dangerous enemies, it is worth, at the very least, to... There we go. It is going to be worth potentially, you know, killing these enemies for the Sepith and the experience. I want to make sure that I'm not caught off guard by a difficulty spike. Which one's the wounded one? This one. Especially since I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to upgrade my equipment in the near future, considering I've got 3 jobs to do around town. So I don't think that I'm going to be seeing an upgrade in equipment, so I have to rely on increasing my levels and possibly orbments. Here's a chest. Perfect. Tier bomb. Alright. The chest is empty. Haha, got you. Okay. More flying felines. Not too much of a problem. Just take them out, one by one. Boom. Nice. Nice kick. Alright. Smackaroonie. Okay. Oh, it's another one of these ladybug things. I should have gone for the preemptive. I missed that opportunity. I didn't recognize it. It blended in a decent, surprisingly well considering it's red on a green background. I didn't even notice it. I'm probably going to need to heal Estelle pretty soon, to be honest. It's taking a bit of a beating out here. I could just have her use an art, to be honest. Or I could try to stall out for a level up, which is going to fully heal her. I think this side? Yeah. Alright. Mm-hmm. Nice. You missed. Very nice. Get a bit of extra Sepith from the Sepith up. Not as much as I'd like if I had Pummel, but okay. Another one of these large bugs, okay. Nice. Probably gonna go for Estelle, aren't you? No, you went for him, okay. That's good. And then we finish you off, and Estelle doesn't take any damage, and we get a little closer to a level up that'll fully heal her. Not much closer, but a little closer. Oh, Mortier Bomb, good. The chest is empty. Surprised? One of these days I'm going to find something in one of those already open chests. Alright. Take out the Flying Feline. Estelle's going to get 10 HP healing, which is nice. Also got that really nice Sea Strike. 2 Sea Strikes are prepped now, which is good. Oh, so close. Okay. Still not that concerned. She should be able to get a level up before it gets serious. Alright. Yeah, we're getting pretty close there. We're within 50 experience points, so... Kill this Flying Feline. Oh, here we go. We'll take this one up because it's the farthest away. Nice. Take out this one because we can. Nope. There we go. Boom. Alright, never mind. Strength up, nice. There we go. If only Estelle could do that. There we go. Alright. Nice. Anything in the large middle area? No, not really. Okay. Another plant. This side, I think? Yes. Lots of plants. What the hell is this? Come over here and hit this. Nice crit. Beautiful. Can't get that, so we'll get this one. Good. Perfect. We get to pummel it for extra Sepith. He only would have gotten one hit of Sepith, so this is worth. I need water Sepith right now. I really do. That's a ton of Sepith. Great. I need that Sepith. This time, look at the preemptive strike on you. There we go. Actually, I think we can kill this outright with the preemptive. Oh, no, her turn comes after the bugs. And we're just shy of the damage we need for that. That's a shame. Yeah, she got smacked. That's fine. We're getting closer and closer to that next level up, so I'm not too concerned about it. Dropped a new ingredient. Unfortunately, you can't use that Sepith up because we don't have any damn anything, really. Take this one out first because it still can reach this one. Oh, she could have reached the other one. Never mind. It's fine. Holy cow, really? That really flings her back there. Yeah. She has increased crit chance, though. Or you could just miss again. What the hell is this, Joshua? Really? That didn't kill it. Ah, really? You know, Joshua, if you just hit a single attack there, you could have just killed this thing before it hit Estelle a second time, unnecessarily. I'm just saying. 40 more experience, that's fine. Alright, here we are at the farm. Okay. Nice little place. Greenhouse, nice. Eggplants and tomatoes. No matter when we come here, this place is always so tranquil. It's hard to imagine monsters running amok here. I certainly don't sense anything out of the ordinary either. Anyway, let's go ask someone here to fill us in on the details. I wonder if Tio was home today. Is there any chests over here? There's a sign I can't read, which is a whole different thing. Those are radishes? Cabbage or lettuce. Can I talk to the chickens? I can harass the chickens for eggs. Some of them. Fair enough. Fair enough. Can I steal the tomatoes? No. Oh, I can go in the greenhouses, though. Trample the crops. This is fine. Alright. I can't steal any crops, which is a shame. It's Joshua. Did you come to play with me? I wish I had the time, but I'm afraid today I'm here for work. Work? That's no fun if we can't play. Haha, maybe later if there's time. The kids here really like you, Joshua. Oh, Joshua, Estelle. Hi there, Cher. That's not what she said, but how have you been? Do you know where your mom and dad are? They're not home right now. Tio's outside if you want to talk to her, though. Let's poke around their house and see if there's any chests in here. This is packed. Nice. No chests in here. I'm assuming the children's room. Nope, never mind. This is the children's room. Every room has 2 beds. Why? The cow barn. Wait. You don't give me milk, do you? Been ripped off. Betrayed by cows. Hi, Tio. It's been a while, hasn't it? Estelle? And Joshua, too? Did you guys come for a visit? Not exactly. We're here on bracer business. We heard that you've been having some trouble with monsters. Estelle and Joshua explain that they are here to do their father's work because he's away. You finished all your training? That's wonderful news. Maybe you can help after all. So there really are monsters giving you trouble, huh? Regrettably, that's been the case the past several days now. Thanks to which, I'm suffering from a lack of sleep. Which means, the monsters only come out at night? You're very perceptive, Joshua. It'd be better if you got all the details from my father, though. I imagine he should be back from delivering the milk and vegetables any time now. Yeah, unless you got ambushed by monsters. Come on, Joshua, let's play. No. I have to find your missing father. There he is. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Prizzle. How is everyone getting on these days? Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. What brings you to our neck of the woods? Did you come to see Tio? We were actually just chatting with her outside. To tell you the truth, we're here on an errand today from the Bracer Guild. Estelle hands Mr. Prizzle the guide referral. What the hell guide? The guild referral, and Joshua explains that they are taking over for their father while he is away. Is that so? But don't you think this job is a little dangerous for just the 2 of you to handle? I agree. I'd feel terrible if one of you were to get hurt. Don't sweat it. We're bracers after all, and taking care of monsters is right up our alley. The guild has even authorized us to carry out this task. If you wouldn't mind leaving it to us, we'd be more than grateful. Well, all right then. Go ahead and have at it. Thank you very much, Mr. Purzel. Then could you tell us a little more about the monsters that have been wrecking your fields? I haven't been able to get a clear look at one yet, but they seem to resemble something like a chubby cat. As far as I can tell, 3 or 4 appear at night and raid our fields, gnawing on anything they can get their grubby little paws on. They don't seem threatening exactly, but they're extremely nimble. We've tried many times to capture them over the course of the last several nights, but to no avail. Sounds like a pretty strange bunch of creatures if you ask me. Since they only appear under the cover of night, we'll have to wait for it to get dark. Then how about taking a load off until then? I assume you'll also be joining us for dinner, right? You said the magic word. You bet I will. I'm a huge fan of your cooking, Mrs. Purzel. I can't wait. You sure knew... Oh my goodness. You sure know how to please a woman who spends a lot of time toiling in the kitchen. And for that, I'll whip you up something special that'll live up to your expectations. Meanwhile, out in the fields, aliens invade. Behold, a flying saucer. Oh no, that's a house. Oh, that was delicious. Your mom's cooking is as good as ever, Tio. Haha, that's because she gets excited to cook whenever we have guests over for meals. I feel really bad for Joshua, though, with the little ones jumping all over him like that. Ah ha ha, it's probably a good thing. Surprisingly enough, kids tend to latch on to him a lot. If anything, I'm more blown away by the fact that the children enjoy playing with such a stick in the mud. I think that's a bit of an over-exaggeration, don't you? He's definitely courteous and maybe even a tad reserved, but if you get to know him, he's a really caring young man. The fact that he's not self-conscious about it, too, gives him points in my book. You really think so? Think about it. With those striking facial features, mysterious amber eyes, and lush black hair, it's only natural that he'd be a target for all the young girls. The look on her face. Surprised Pikachu face. Is Joshua really that popular? Are you blind, Estelle? Rumor has it that more than just a few girls have asked to go out with him. I hear that he turned them all down, though. I had no idea. Joshua never said a word to me about it. I don't know how I should even begin to describe his secretive nature after hearing this, but how utterly cruel of him not to confide in me. If you were a boy, I imagine it would be a different story, but as a girl, I don't think that's something he would talk to you about. And the fact that you haven't fallen for him yourself is beyond me. Huh? Why would I? Yeah, they're basically siblings. Estelle, you're in there, aren't you? It's about time to do our rounds. Alright, I'm coming. I'll be back after Joshua and I get the job done, Tio. I'd like to continue this conversation then, okay? Oh, alright. Be careful out there, Estelle. That girl, she's either completely out of touch with matters of the heart or just plain dense. Poor Joshua, he really has his work cut out for him. It seems as though the monsters always show up at about this time. We'd better get outside and take a look around. What's going on, Estelle? I've got to ask, Joshua. You don't happen to have any secrets you're not telling me about, do you? Come on now. Where are you coming up with this stuff? Since you came to live with us, we've always done everything together, right? Even though we've had our fair share of fights, they're all good memories for me now, and what I mean to say is, I've come to think of you as family in every sense of the word. Estelle? So if there's ever anything on your mind you'd like to talk about, I'm available to lend an ear. You know, about things like trouble with your love life and whatnot. What are you trying to say? This is really ham-fisted. Nothing. I just wanted to let you know that I'm here to listen if you need someone to talk to. That's all. Let's hurry up and get out there so we can kick some monster butt. What kind of nonsense is Tio putting into that girl's head? Secrets, huh? Wow, it's really dark out here in the countryside. So Joshua, how do you think we should go about making the rounds? Let's see. How about we start by checking around the house first and then move on to the fields, stable, and greenhouses. We should be able to cover the entire farm by doing it this way. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's find chubby felines. This isn't near the house, but okay. No monsters here. Alright, let's keep moving. That's fence. I was at the wrong angle. This is the fields. It's awfully quiet. All I hear are the bugs chirping. It doesn't look as if they have shown up yet. I wonder if they're aware of our presence. Hey Joshua, did anyone ever tell you that story as a kid? You know, the one about babies being born in a cabbage patch? Now there's another question entirely out of the blue. And no, I was told about an angel with silver wings who delivers them. Interesting. So the explanation for where babies come from differs depending on the region, huh? How about we get back to work? Okay. What? Alright, let's check the greenhouses. I should have figured monsters wouldn't bother coming in here. The glow of the orbments sure give this place a romantic ambiance. It makes me feel like it was all worthwhile just setting foot in here. You are definitely a ditz, Estelle. At least it's better than being dense like someone I know. Psst, look. It's a squirrel. It's a meowing squirrel. Actually, it's a squeaking squirrel. Ooh, it's getting away. Hey, get back here, you little furball. I can still sense its presence. It's staying put on the farm for the moment. Well, good, because it's about to get caught. It went this way. I'm going to imagine it went over here. It didn't. I'm completely wrong. I wasn't even close. Where is it, actually? The fields? There it is. Do we approach with... Ah, okay. I got him. I think it's time to teach this critter a lesson. Here's where our job really starts, so stay alert and don't let your guard down. Oh, it's an actual fight. I wasn't sure it was going to be. Holy cow, that one's tall. It's one of those crop munchers playing dead. The hell? What? Crop muncher, giant crop muncher, which is actually an elongated Furby, but we're not going to talk about that, and crop muncher. Alright, we're going to take on this crop muncher first, because it's here. Fairly durable. Giant crop muncher is preparing to use arts. I'm kind of concerned, but I have to focus on the smaller guys first so we can clear the big one in record time. Airstrike. Okay, how hard is this going to hit? Not bad. I've seen worse. Nice strength up, which will help us take out this crop muncher. Okay, good. He's out of the picture. Giant crop muncher is preparing to use arts. Okay, you're going to get an attack up, so we need to take you out here. No, we are not going to be able to. Gonna get slapped. Yeah. You're probably gonna stop playing dead, I imagine. I can't let you escape. Which is exactly what you're trying to do right now, which I know for a fact. That's a problem. He's gonna have to switch to arts. That's fine. Okay, we're just going to get poked in the eyes. That's fine. The feint is good. The big one is definitely trying to keep the small one alive right now. Which is interesting. Since we're blind, we have to use the arts. Come on. We got to make sure the job is done thoroughly. She can heal, I'm not too worried about it. She's gonna need to heal after that. Holy cow. The little one's gone, so we can focus on the big one. Actually, I may be able to take out the big one first. Yeah, we might just take this thing out. You have 114 HP. We should... Never mind. Gonna have to bust out Pummel just out of desperation. Good. Mission accomplished. Nice. Got some time wins finally. Flaky potato. That sounds really gross, but okay. Squeaky furballs. My goodness. The work of a bracer is something else. You kids have done a fine job of rounding up these critters. Tee-hee. It was nothing, really. I wanted to ask you, though, now that they've been caught, what do you plan on doing with them? I don't think they'll cause any more trouble. Now that we've given these critters a good thrashing, I don't think they'll cause any more trouble. Estelle, how is that going to benefit anyone if we show these creatures any mercy now? We're here to do a job by exterminating the monsters, remember? But, in any case, we're here to do a job in Dad's place. If the same thing happens again, what will you have to say for yourself? I see what you're getting at, but... You know, it was only some vegetables that were damaged, so what do you think about letting it slide this time? You know, after taking a beating like that, I'm sure they've learned their lesson. Tio, Mrs. Purzel. But in this case, I strongly suggest otherwise. I myself am against killing them too. Whether it's us or them, the fact of the matter is, we're all living beings trying to survive on the same land. To some degree, I think we need to be mindful of those creatures living around us as we go about our daily lives. I know you may disagree with me, Joshua, but would you mind sparing these critters just this once? Understood. Since this is coming from the ones who suffered the actual loss, I won't object to your request. I'm really sorry about this, Joshua. I know I had you two come all the way up here. I'll make sure to reinforce the fence and devise a way to prevent this from happening again. Then that's that. Alright, you critters. You'd better count your blessings. If we catch you around here again, you won't be so lucky. Now scram. Well, I'll consider this matter closed. Tonight's been a long night, so how about we head back to the house and hit the sack? The two of you are more than welcome to spend the night. Sounds good to me. I appreciate your hospitality. Man, I'm beat. It's really late, so how about we hit the sack? Joshua? What's wrong? I'm sorry. I made the situation really awkward for everyone. Huh? Are you talking about what happened back outside? Don't sweat it. I guarantee you nobody thought of anything of it. Really, your judgment was the most sound of anyone's. No, it wasn't. I'm just cold-hearted and indifferent is all. Even now, I still think we shouldn't have shown any mercy and simply put those creatures out of their misery. Unlike you and Tio, I don't feel any compassion. It's at times like this that I really begin to loathe myself. It's almost as if there's something wrong with me as a person. Haha, maybe some part of my heart is broken or something. Joshua, don't you dare say things like that about yourself. Estelle? I've watched almost everything you've done for the past 5 years, and I'm confident in saying that I know your strengths and weaknesses better than anyone else, probably even more than you yourself. I won't allow you to just disregard everything with a bunch of nonsense. I don't ever want to hear you say you're broken again. I'm sorry, it was foolish of me to say that. As long as you understand what I said, that's what really matters. That's a strange takeaway there, but okay. But you know what? Believe it or not, I was happy to hear you admit how you felt. Why? Your real problem, Joshua, is that you always try to keep your feelings locked up inside. Whenever you're troubled or worried, you just go around with this nonchalant look and try to fix everything by yourself. That's a little upsetting for someone who's supposed to be your family. Estelle, Joshua, you were able to lay bare your own weakness today. You learned to trust in someone other than yourself, and for that, I'm happy. I don't know what your point is, but I'm amazed that you can just stand there and say something as embarrassing as that. Ha! I've got a whole lot more where that came from. But how about we call it a night? After all this endless running around, I'm ready to drop. Alright then, have a good night, Estelle, and thanks. You're welcome, Joshua. Sleep tight. That was a strange conversation. No matter how you approach it, well, I suppose it's kind of how conversations like that go in real life, isn't it? Conversations like that don't just occur naturally, you know what I mean? They're always awkward and weird. Thank you both. You did us all a great service. Once again, I apologize for things not turning out the way they should have. Please don't worry about it anymore. We were able to learn a lot from this experience ourselves. If there's anything else we can help you with in the future, please let the Bracer Guild know. That'll definitely be the first place we contact. Come and visit again sometime when you're free, okay? We'd love to have you over for the night again, when things are convenient for you. I'll treat you to some of my best cooking next time you come. Thanks for the invitation, Tio and Mrs. Prizzle. I almost called them Pretzel, which would have been hilarious. We'll definitely be back to take you up on that when our workload settles down. Alright, how about we head back to the guild? After we report this one, we can start on the next. Sounds like a plan. On to the next one. Hold on. No, I want to save. Seems like a really good place to end the episode. But I do wonder, just as a brief aside, I'll probably talk about this a little bit more in the next episode, but I know that Joshua was rescued by Cassius from some kind of potentially traumatic incident. He was definitely pretty banged up from whatever Cassius saved him from, and Joshua definitely had some pretty severe trust issues when he was a younger child, and he's intending to go off and do something in the near future. So there's something in his backstory there, and it's not terribly surprising that he has a hard time feeling compassion, given that probably his childhood was not thrilling. Alright, if I had to take a guess, it has something to do, it's somehow related to the reason why Cassius found him wherever in the first place, which I expect as we continue through the game we'll get more details on that very specific event, but for now I am assuming that his inability to feel compassion towards other creatures, because he kind of generalized it to creatures, I am guessing it is somehow connected to whatever caused him to have to be rescued and found and brought home by Cassius in the first place 5 years ago. I suspect these are related. In fact, they most likely are, but just as kind of a side there, we'll end the episode with that. Thank you all very much for joining me. If you liked this, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, please ignore me. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, ideas, suggestions, or requests, please leave them down in the comment section below. And thank you all very much for joining me, and have a great 24 hours.